Good morning. By authorization of the trustees of the Pennsylvania State University, it is my honor to declare that the 81st commencement ceremony of Penn State Schuylkill is now in order. The ceremony in which we are participating continues a great tradition marking an important milestone in the life of an institution, its graduates, and society. University commencement ceremonies stretch back over 900 years to the establishment of the first universities in medieval Europe, beginning with the University of Bologna in 1088. Upon graduation from the Pennsylvania State University, today's graduates will have earned their place among thousands of scholars from these and other institutions of higher learning around the globe. In recognition of this, we wear academic robes modeled after those worn by scholars in the original medieval universities, both to recognize our heritage and to remind ourselves that we are members of a global scholarly community charged to pursue further learning, to conduct and promote disciplined research, and to use knowledge for the betterment of mankind. At this time, if you are able, please rise or stand already, because most of you are standing. For our national anthem, the Star-Spangled Banner, performed by the United States Marine Band. Please be seated. Welcome to our 2025 and 2026 graduates who we celebrate today, your friends and family members and faculty and staff who have joined you in person today, and the many loved ones, alumni, and friends of Penn State who are watching online. We are also joined by members of our Campus Advisory Board and Co-op National Advisory Council. In particular, I would like to recognize Pennsylvania State Representative Jamie Barton, the 124th Legislative District, Pennsylvania State Representative Tim Twardzik of the 123rd Legislative District, and Pennsylvania State Representative Joanne Stair of the 107th Legislative District. Yeah, hi. Our faculty marshal for today's ceremony is Ron Kelly, Assistant Teaching Professor of Criminal Justice. Joining me on the platform are Bob Carl, President of the Penn State Schuylkill Advisory Board, Coach Mike Rhoades, our keynote speaker, Mr. B. Marcel Smith, Alumni Leadership Committee Co-Chair, Angela Brown, Assistant Director of Academic Affairs, Dr. Nikki Andel, Teaching Professor of English and Humanities, and Mr. Brian McHale, American Sign Language interpreter. This is the 81st time we have gathered for commencement at Penn State Schuylkill. Each year we come together as a campus community and invite family and friends to join us in recognizing our graduates. Today we congratulate and celebrate 67 Penn State Schuylkill students from the classes of 2025 and 2026 who are graduating from the Pennsylvania State University. They have worked hard to earn degrees from our beloved university. It is a joyous occasion to celebrate their commencement in a packed venue with all the traditional pomp and regalia that are appropriate for such an occasion. So please join me in recognizing today's graduates with a round of applause. Our Penn State Schuylkill Advisory Board is a distinguished group of area business, government, and community leaders. They assist the campus in a multitude of ways. We are grateful for the commitment and dedication of our board members to Penn State Schuylkill. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce the president of our Penn State Schuylkill Campus Advisory Board, Robert Carl Jr.
Thank you, Chancellor. Good morning, faculty, staff, graduates, and guests. The Penn State Schuylkill Advisory Board is a group of community leaders who work together to provide advice regarding the needs of the region and support to help the campus accomplish its mission. We advocate on behalf of Penn State Schuylkill and support the campus in many ways, such as providing funds for scholarships, research, and improvements to the physical plant and equipment. As I said last year at this time, there was no more important mission for Penn State Schuylkill than the preservation of this campus. And I promised you at that time that we would bring every resource to bear to make that accomplished. And I'm very proud, thanks to the advisory board, including our government officials, along with the business and nonprofit community, working with Chancellor Cory, the administration, the staff, and all the professors, that we accomplished that mission. Why? Because of all of you, because of graduates today and those yet to come. On behalf of the Penn State Schuylkill Advisory Board, I extend heartfelt congratulations to all the graduates and their families for this monumental accomplishment. Each graduate should not only be proud of what you have achieved, but you also feel excitement for these wonderful experiences, some that you're well aware will happen and some that you can never predict that are ahead for you in life. The Penn State degree you've worked so hard to earn will help open many doors of opportunity that will, in fact, allow you to flourish in your careers, continue your studies, and contribute very much to your communities. On behalf of the entire advisory board, some here and those that are not here today, my sincerest congratulations, graduates. May your success be plenty and your endeavors fulfilling and bountiful. And I finish by saying, we are.
Thank you, President Carl. On behalf of the entire community, I thank you and your fellow board members for your dedication in serving Penn State Schuylkill. It is now my honor to introduce today's keynote speaker, Mike Rhoades. A proud Schuylkill County native from Illinois City, Coach Rhoades has built a remarkable career defined by leadership, resilience, and a commitment to excellence. Now entering his fourth season as the Peter and Ann Tambors Endowed Men's Basketball head coach at Penn State, he brings more than 2 decades of head coaching experience and a record of success that spans every level of college basketball. With over 400 career wins, multiple NCAA tournament appearances, and a reputation as one of the game's top program builders, Coach Rhoades has consistently demonstrated what it means to lead with purpose. Since arriving in Happy Valley, he has made an immediate impact, elevating the program with record-setting performances, signature wins over top-ranked opponents, and the development of standout student athletes both on and off the court. His leadership has not only produced results, but also fostered a culture built on discipline, teamwork, and growth. Before Penn State, Coach Rhoades led successful programs at VCU, Rice, and Randolph-Macon, earning conference championships and national recognition along the way. As a player, he was a national champion and National Player of the Year at Lebanon Valley College, a testament to his lifelong dedication to the game. Beyond the accolades, Coach Rhoades is a mentor, a motivator, and a proud family man. He and his wife, Jody, along with their 3 children, have remained grounded in the values of hard work and community, values that resonate deeply with today's graduates. Please join me in welcoming a proven leader, inspiring coach, and proud Schuylkill County native, our keynote speaker, Mike Rhoades.
Good morning, Chancellor Scherer, Trustee Brown, Representatives Barton, Steer, Twardzik, members of the advisory board, faculty members, staff, family and friends of our honored graduates, and most importantly, Penn State class of 2026 graduates. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you for the invitation and the great honor that you have bestowed on me by allowing me to be a part of your special commencement ceremonies. I guess I am your last college lecture. When I was driving here this morning, I got the chills. 40 years ago, I think it was 41 to be exact, I went to my first basketball camp. You guys know where it was? In this gym right here. And it was that basket right over there that I was a 5th or 6th grader at the time. My dad put me in the camp a little bit earlier. My brother was an 8th grader. And I was right at that basket in the one-on-one competition. And I haven't forgotten this. I was playing against a guy from Minersville who was an 8th grader. And you know, 8th graders at Minersville, they have full beards by then. And I was playing, his name was John Consugar. He was a very good athlete, of course he was in high school. And I was playing in a competition and I was losing. And I was down 3 points with 1 spot to go, so the game was over. And Mr. Steidel, Coach Steidel, who was the varsity coach at Pottsville High School, grabbed me and he said, "Rhoadesy, you could still win." And tears running down my eyes as a 5th or 6th grader that I'm going to lose. And he said, "You got to find a way." Great lesson for a 5th or 6th grader at that time, 40 years ago. Here I am, back in Schuylkill County, being a commencement speaker in a gym where I had a dream like all of you. It's a great honor of mine. First, congratulations on your achievement. Today's ceremony is a recognition of the time, effort, energy, dedication, and sacrifice that you have made to achieve this success and recognition. You are a college graduate. Today is the kind of day that we look fondly to the past, talk about the present, and look to the future. Our past is in our roots, our foundation, our base upon which we build, grow from, and become. It is evident that you have foundation, whether it was because of your inherited or acquired intellectual acumen, your hard work, or the successful combination of both intelligence and hard work. You have achieved and thus earned special recognition. You have a college degree. As a Penn Stater, I'm extremely proud of you. As proud of I am, I realize your parents are prouder. It is also time to pay tribute to all those individuals who believe in you and help guided, mentored, and motivated you along your journey. Many of these important people who may remain nameless in identity but are tireless in their efforts. We have all these people who have been there for us along our educational journey. Many of you are here among us this morning, and we thank you. We appreciate all your lessons, direction, and support. Today is not only a tribute to your hard work and sacrifice, but also to the conviction and sacrifice of your families that have helped make such an achievement possible. I hope you appreciate your parents' efforts. They take great pride in you. I sincerely hope that you appreciate their efforts, most importantly, that you show your appreciation. It is one of our core values in our program, appreciation. I define appreciation by your actions, by how you treat others, by how hard you work, and acknowledging an act, no matter how small, with positive words and feelings. We have so many opportunities in life that are offered to us, so as we always should be appreciative of them all. It seems strange that we should use the word commencement to designate that day in which we lay down the academic work you have carried so many years. Completion would seem to be a more appropriate term, but that would not be life in this world. Everything marks an end, marks a beginning. The end of one day is commencement of another. The end of one task, the beginning of a new one. So it is with your education. What you have learned at Penn State, as valuable as it is only the beginning. The end of your Penn State education merely means the commencement of those experiences which will now put you to the test in the real world. And to me, that's exciting. All the advantages of the education you are capable of receiving is a matter between you and your own conscience. Up to this time, your work has been directed and made as easy and beneficial as trained minds could make it. Now you must begin to rely more and more upon your efforts. The good that you derive from your Penn State education will depend entirely on you. The success you make of your life career will likewise be due to your own initiative. You have enjoyed an educational blessing being here on this campus. You have walked the walk. You've escorted through the sciences and the humanities and hopefully have come to appreciate the value of learning. Your education here at Penn State will have taught you that the more you learn, the more you begin to realize how little you know, but you are well equipped. The fact that you are receiving your diplomas this morning proves that you have intelligence, you know how to work, and that you are ambitious. These qualities will carry you far, but it will only take you so far during your lifetime. You will need to be redirected or retrained at least 3 or 4 times, maybe more during your lifetime. So the important point to realize is that learning is a lifestyle. You are off to a great start with a Penn State degree. Be lifelong learners. Keep growing and keep moving forward, knowing is just what Penn Staters do. And the final part of your last college lecture, and my favorite lesson I love to teach young people. We need all of you to be the future risk takers, daring to be great, to dare to tackle the problems of society without regard for selfish personal gain. Please realize that nobody knows about your integrity, your sincerity, your talent, your character, your goodwill, unless you give out samples of it in action. So don't be afraid to fail. You cannot win all the time in any line of endeavor. In many things we set out to do, failure was the beginning of success. Many great men and women that impacted this world started with failure. I've always felt failing is not falling down, it is the staying down. All men and women, no matter how big, make mistakes. But history teaches us that big men and women refuse to falter because of their mistakes. The person who makes no mistakes lacks boldness and the spirit of adventure and, of course, self-discovery. He is the one who never tries anything new. He is the brake on the wheels of progress and success. Remember, a mistake becomes an error only when nothing is done to correct it. You must learn that challenges must be met with determination. The mistakes, failures, and tough days, when you take responsibility for them, will take you to a place you have never known. Adversity can take you, if understood, to places we only dreamed of. Accept adversity and failure as part of your journey and know you will be more equipped to relish your success. I never end speaking to young people without sharing the lessons of my father. My father was the best dad in the world because he didn't have one. He was raised by an orphan mother with lots of love and faith and was never allowed to make excuses. He was the greatest example of a leader, husband, father, and follower of Christ that I've ever seen. I was very lucky to just call him Dad. He became a teacher and a coach, a principal, and then a Pennsylvania state senator, and was always a proud Skook. His lessons and advice to my brother, sister, and I about life have given me the confidence and the motivation to chase my goals and dreams. Number 1, he said, find your vocation, your chosen work. Enjoy getting up in the morning and doing that. Find something you're passionate about and do it every day. You won't work a day in your life. Find your avocation, your hobby, your release valve. Learn to relax and enjoy yourself outside your daily grind and routine. My dad used to say, don't be afraid to stop and smell the roses. 3, find time for your family. This is what it's all about. Share your love and your time with those important people. Always choose people to love over technology, the interferences, worrying about the stresses of the day. You'll never look back and regret the time and attention that you gave to your loved ones. 4, find time to lend a hand. Be active in your community. Help those that may need it. Pay your civic rent. You'll be proud of the example you set. 5, find time for your faith. My dad always said, your faith in God is your rudder in life. Never be afraid to call on God. He will lead you, guide you, and protect you whenever you call. God is always on your side. And 6, find time to always work on you. Find ways to keep learning. Keep getting better even through failure. Make no excuses to better yourself. And love the journey that you are on. Your final lecture, guys, at Penn State is over. You've done it. You are a Penn State graduate, and the world is out there for you to go chase more dreams. Go do it and enjoy the ride. My best wishes and congratulations go with you and your achievements. May God bless all of you and your families on this special day. We are.
Thanking you once again, Coach Rhoades, for being here and being our commencement speaker. On behalf of the campus community, we have this lovely picture of our lion in the snow.
Great.
So here you go.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
It is now my honor to introduce this year's student commencement speaker, Victoria Grimm. Victoria graduates with a Bachelor of Science in Criminal Justice and a minor in Sociology, an achievement made impressive by her unwavering commitment both inside and outside of the classroom. As a 4-year member of the women's soccer team, she has balanced the demanding schedule of a collegiate athlete with academic excellence, never missing a class, always completing assignments ahead of time, and consistently contributing throughout and engaging in perspectives to discussions. She also, won a couple championships too while doing that, so that's pretty impressive. Victoria is truly exceptional individual who embodies a spirit of dedication, resilience, and positivity that we celebrate today. Her internship with Hershey Entertainment Security, Inc. reflects her commitment to applying her knowledge in meaningful, real-world settings. After graduation, Victoria plans to explore careers within her field while pursuing a master's degree in psychology, a path that will allow her to continue making a positive impact on those around her as a psychology faculty member. Good call. Please join me in welcoming your student commencement speaker, Victoria.
Graduates, faculty, families, and friends, thank you for being here to celebrate this moment with us. Today marks the end of one chapter and the beginning of another, but more importantly, it marks the milestone of years of effort, growth, and resilience. Standing here, we're not just receiving degrees, we're recognizing the journey that brought us to this stage and the new journey we are about to begin. When we first arrived on campus, many of us carried more questions than answers. I know I did. We wondered who we would become, what we would study, who we would meet, and whether we were truly ready for the challenges ahead. Over time, those questions shaped us. They pushed us to explore new ideas, to rethink what we believed, and to discover strengths we didn't know we had. College wasn't just about lectures, exams, or late-night study sessions, though we certainly had plenty of those. It was about navigating uncertainty, collaborating with people different from ourselves, and finding our voice in moments when it felt easier to stay quiet. It was about the small victories, passing a class we thought would break us, and the big ones like realizing we are right where we are meant to be. We learned lessons that don't fit neatly on a transcript. We learned how to manage our time when there never seemed to be enough. We learned how to fail, recover, and try again. We learned how to advocate for ourselves, how to ask for help, and how to support others. And these lessons, these lived experiences, are what will carry us into the future. As we step into the world beyond this campus, we're entering a time that demands adaptability, empathy, and courage. The world is changing quickly, and the challenges we face are complex, but we are prepared. We've spent years learning how to analyze problems, how to communicate clearly, and how to work under pressure, and how to keep going even when the path forward isn't obvious. The friendships we built, the mentors who guided us, the setbacks that humbled us, and the breakthroughs that energized us, These are the things that will shape our careers, our relationships, and our contributions to society. We are leaving here not just with knowledge, but with perspective, not just with skills, but with purpose. Today, as we celebrate our achievements, we also acknowledge the people who helped us get here, our families, our professors, our friends, and everyone who believed in us even on the days we doubted ourselves. For me, that support system has meant everything. I want to thank my parents, my grandparents, and my boyfriend for standing beside me through every late night, every challenge, and every moment of doubt. Their encouragement reminded me that none of us succeed alone. We succeed because of the people who lift us, guide us, and believe in us, even when we're still learning to believe in ourselves. Their love and support are woven into this achievement just as much as my own hard work. So to my fellow graduates, let's carry the lessons of this journey with us. Let's stay curious, let's stay open, let's stay brave, and let's remember that success isn't defined by a single moment, but by the choices we make and the values we uphold along the way. We are ready for what comes next, not because we know exactly what the future holds, but because we know we can meet it with the same determination that brought us here today. Congratulations, class of 2026, we made it, and the best is still ahead.
Thank you, Victoria. You make all of us Penn State Schuylkill proud. Now at this time, I'd like to introduce Dr. Nikki Andel, who will recognize the graduates who have earned scholastic distinction and those who are veterans.
Every commencement ceremony features a special recognition of students who have earned academic distinction. At Penn State Schuylkill, we regard outstanding scholarships as deserving of public recognition. Ladies and gentlemen, I ask that you turn to page 4 of the printed program. You will see the members of the class of 2025 and 2026 who have earned scholastic distinction. This includes those who were in the top 12% of their graduating class in their respective colleges. Will those students please rise as I read your names? The following students have earned cum laude distinction and are wearing a white honor cord. Vivian Alexis Amato. Macy Brown. Faith Callahan. Christopher Fox. Jai Gong. John Maresca. Kimberly Ann Pete. The following students have earned magna cum laude distinction and are wearing a blue honor cord. Mackenzie Marie Carl. Gretchen Olivia Howell. Gracelyn Marie Weiss-Miller. Sierra Lynn Wisniewski. The following students have earned summa cum laude distinction and are wearing a blue and white honor cord. Olivia Nicole Minnick. Jacob William Moser. Haley Angelina Sedor. Congratulations to all of you.
And now it's time for the moment you have all been waiting for. Will all the degree candidates please rise? Trustee Edward Brown III, I present to you approved candidates for associate, baccalaureate, and master's degrees from Penn State.
Thank you, Chancellor Scherer. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I offer my congratulations to the class of '26. their families, and friends. I'm especially honored to play a role in this special celebration, as 2 days ago was my last board meeting. I'm now an emeritus trustee, no longer a voting member, after 12 years on the board. And this marks my 26th commencement. Over 50 years ago, I, like you, graduated from Penn State. I'm proud to be a member of a 17 alumni Penn State family, 4 generations, and also a veteran. And next Saturday, my wife and I will celebrate our 51st wedding anniversary. You have inspired us and demonstrated the grit and determination that has made Penn State one of the best universities in the world, the best university in the world. On behalf of the Board of Trustees, I want you to know how proud we are of your intelligence, optimism, and willingness to keep moving forward. And as a Penn State graduate, let me be the first to proudly welcome you to the family of alumni. You are now members of an 800,000 alumni group. This August, we will confer our 1 millionth degree. You also, as an alum, get to participate in the election of trustees. For example, I was elected by Penn State alumni over the 12 years. Now let me turn to my official duty. Chancellor Scherer, by virtue of the authority vested in and approved by the Board of Trustees of the Pennsylvania State University, you are authorized on behalf of the board to confer on each of these candidates the degree earned and is certified by the appropriate college faculty and dean. As graduates of the Pennsylvania State University, you may now move your tassels from the right to the left. And as a final personal note to emphasize the family you've just joined, in my business I travel a lot. And I always have a Penn State hat or shirt or something on. Everywhere I go, every bus I'm on, every plane I'm on, I get a "We Are." Congratulations.
At this time, we have the pleasure of recognizing each graduate individually. Graduates, you will be called forward by row. As Dr. Andel reads your name, please join me on stage to be recognized and receive your diploma cover. To our family members in attendance, this will be a perfect opportunity to take pictures, but you will need to remain in your seats. We will have a professional photographer from Grad Images taking pictures of every graduate as they cross the stage. Grad Images will contact each graduate directly by email shortly after our ceremony with information regarding purchasing those photos. Information on how to obtain them will also be included in this week's commencement email. Here we go.
Graduates having earned the Associate Degree in Human Development and Family Studies: Madeline Grace Curran. Molly Joan Freiler. Graduates having earned the Associate Degree in Multidisciplinary Study: Joshua Adam Kays. Kimberly Ann Pete. Graduates having earned the baccalaureate degree in biology: Jai Yi Gong. Amanda Hess. Evelyn Marie Luca. John Maresca. Emma Jacqueline Stam. Jonah Zayas. Graduates having earned the baccalaureate degree in business: Devin Adams, Jr. Vivian Alexis Amato. Macy Brown. Mackenzie Marie Carl. Faith Coulahan. Jay Duran. Mackenzie Kathleen Federoff. Grace Elizabeth Lascala. Nancy Lee. Raymond Marmolejos, Jr. Austin Lee Miller. Olivia Nicole Minnick. Matthew Wynn O. Allie Lynn Rutherford. Emily Dawn Weeder. Graduates having earned the baccalaureate degree in corporate communication: Jacob Barkett. Jonathan Barkett. Casey Marie Harper. Maxwell Robert Smith. Graduates having earned the baccalaureate degree in criminal justice: Kristen Nicole Dinolfi. Alexis Morgan Donati. Grace Fenstermacher. Victoria Deanne Grimm. Tatiana Aisha Hardy. Sean Kelly. Jacob William Moser. Aiden P. Merhan. Bryce Pfeiffer Lesher. Robert Joseph Quinn IV. Elena Reif Snyder. Owen Joseph Shoup. Graduates having earned the baccalaureate degree in cybersecurity, analytics, and operations. Shane Ryan Butts. Zachary Wayne Fisher. Justin James Herb. Erin Marie McDonald. Logan Salas. Haley Angelina Sedor. Natasha Zayas. Graduates having earned the baccalaureate degree in health policy and administration. Gavin Joseph Whalen. Graduates having earned the baccalaureate degree in information technology. John Flannery, Jr. Chase Rarig. Graduates having earned the baccalaureate degree in project and supply chain management. Ethan Reho. Graduates having earned the baccalaureate degree in psychology. Shania Benjamin. Naya Bronson. Haley Leilani Nicole Brown. Christopher Fox. Haley Jade Ginder. Amir Gray. Ryan Benjamin Liebson. Sarah Noel Mead. Leroy Christopher Newton. Hannah C. Ruiz. Praise Ayumikam Samori. Thanks. Gracelyn Marie Weissmiller. Sierra Lynn Wisniewski.
Yay, that was awesome. At this time, I am pleased to introduce Dr. Steven Shalamanda, a member of the Penn State Schuylkill Alumni Society.
Congratulations, classes of 2025 and 2026. Welcome to the Penn State Alumni Association, the largest and most passionate alumni base in the world. Penn State is committed to investing in your growth, not just during your time as a student, but throughout your entire life. That commitment shows up through lifelong learning, opportunities, engagement with the university. Your Alumni Association is the bridge that connects you to this lifelong experience. There are more than 200 alumni groups around the world. Reach out to your local alumni chapter. They'll be thrilled to hear from you. Penn Staters lift one another up, share opportunities, open doors, and inspire one another to greatness. That support begins as your time as a student and continues throughout your professional development in every stage of your career. Our alumni community is your community. It is one way Penn State stays connected to you and how you stay connected to Penn State for life. So it gives me great pleasure to induct today's graduates of the Pennsylvania State University into the Penn State Alumni Association. We're so happy to welcome you to the alumni family.
Thank you, Stephen, and welcome to our newest alumni. I would like to close by thanking the staff members who helped make today a success. All the members of our Commencement Planning Committee, Kathy Steingramber and Olivia Payne from Strategic Communications, John Peters, Dave Pothering, and Vince Mischel from IT, Don Summers and the technical staff, and our sign language interpreter, Brian McHale. Thanks to all of you for organizing and supporting today's ceremony to recognize and celebrate our graduating students. Thank you to Ron Kelly for serving as faculty marshal today, and to every member of our faculty and staff that are dedicated and caring professionals at any time. The success of today's graduates is in a great part due to the hard work and dedication that all of you have had throughout the years. Thank you, faculty and staff members of Penn State Schuylkill. I can read. Students. Apologies. I meant to say graduates. Congratulations on your accomplishments. We have now hit the part of the ceremony after the main event where everyone is looking at their watches and mentally telling the speaker to speed it up. It's like going to church after communion. You're like, all right, let's go. So let me cut to the chase. This is your moment, and you should be incredibly proud of it. Relish in it, be selfish about it. It is a big deal, and you should enjoy the moment. Congratulations once again, and I wish you continued success in the future. We will conclude today's ceremony with the alma mater and a recession of the stage party, faculty, and students. All audience members are to remain in place until the last graduate has left the gymnasium. And now please stand for our alma mater for the Glory of Old State, performed by the Penn State Glee Club, Penn State's oldest student organization, having been founded in 1888.